So good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's class. Today's focus will be hips, so we'll be doing a few deep hip openers towards the end of class. Otherwise, the structure will be much the same. So if you'd like to begin by lying down onto your mats, allowing your feet to draw out to the edge of your mat. As you gently lie back, allow your arms to come away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Gently bring your eyes to close. As you arrive on your mat for your practice this evening, taking a deep inhale, filling your belly, filling your chest. Exhale and sigh your breath out through your mouth. Completely letting go of your day, switching off from any worries and stresses for the next hour. Taking another deep inhale into your belly, feeling your belly expand as your breath rises, filling your chest. Exhaling, relaxing your chest, relaxing your belly, completely emptying your lungs. Taking another deep inhale, feeling your belly expand with breath. As your breath rises up into your chest. Exhaling, relaxing your chest, relaxing your belly, completely emptying your lungs. Continue to add length and control to your breathing this evening. As we move into silence for the next minute. Begin to bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet. Gently rock your head from side to side, resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended, join your feet together on your mat. Inhaling, raising your arms up over your head, getting a full body stretch. And exhale, release. Gently bend both your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. And gently make your way to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to set an intention for your practice this evening. Maybe setting an intention for the rest of this course of classes. With that intention in mind, bow your head towards your hands, open your eyes. Namaste. To begin today's class, we'll move into a gentle spinal twist. So placing your left hand behind your back, place your right arm across your left knee. Inhale, extend your spine by lifting your chest. Exhale, twist out to the left. On your inhales, extend. On your exhales, twist. You can gently look over your left shoulder, taking deep breaths, and gently come back to center. This time, placing your right hand behind your back, place your left arm across your right knee. Inhale, extend your spine by lifting your chest. Exhale, twist out to the right. On your inhales, extend. On your exhales, twist. You can gently look over your right shoulder. Deep breaths. And exhale, you can gently come back to center. We're now going to have a nice release to the shoulders. So drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Drop your left hand to your mat and walk your left fingertips away from your body. You should feel a nice stretch along the top of your shoulder. Take deep breaths. And gently come back to center. This time dropping your left ear to your left shoulder and walking your right hand away from your body. Take deep breaths. And exhale, release, gently come back to center. On an inhale, interlock your fingers, pressing the heels of your hands towards me. Inhaling to raise your arms up over your head. Take a deep inhale here. Bending at the elbows, bring your elbows towards the floor, feeling a nice opening to your chest. Hug your shoulder blades together. Interlocking your fingers, pressing the heels of your hands towards me. Raising your arms up over your head. Taking a deep breath as you bend at the elbows, opening the chest as you draw your elbows towards the floor. And exhale, release. You can drop your hands down. From here, moving into a kneeling position on your mat. Shift your left leg straight out to the side, resting your left foot on the floor. Drop your right hand to your mat and inhale, raise your left arm over your head, opening your chest towards the sky. Keep that left foot engaged on the floor as you reach out through your fingertips. Inhale, come up, placing the left hand on the left knee and raise your right arm over your head. Feeling a nice stretch along this right side body. Exhale, release, dropping the right hand to your mat. Inhale to raise your left arm and keep that chest open towards the sky. Taking deep breaths. And inhale, gently come up, joining the knees together. This time, stepping the right foot out to the side. Your toes are resting on your mat and facing forward. Dropping your left hand to your mat. Inhale, raise your right arm over your head, opening your chest towards the ceiling. Take deep breaths into that right side body. Inhale, come up, placing the right hand on the right knee as you raise your left arm over your head. Taking deep breaths. Exhale, release, dropping your left hand to your mat and raising your right arm, opening your chest towards the sky. One more deep breath. And inhale, gently come up. You can join your knees together and sweep your legs behind you, coming into tabletop position. The palms of your hands are at the front of your mat, with your wrists, elbows, and shoulders in line. Your knees are tracking under your hips. We'll get a bit of movement into the spine. So on an inhale, lifting your spine towards the ceiling, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. Round your upper back by pushing the floor away from you. Take deep breaths into your upper back. Exhale, release, dropping your belly button, lifting your tailbone, opening your chest. Inhale, spine up, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. Dropping your tailbone, draw your chin to your chest, and round your upper back by pushing the floor away from you. Take deep breaths. Exhale, release, dropping your belly button, lifting your tailbone, opening your chest. And exhale, release, coming back to a neutral spine. We'll now move into superhero pose. So extend your left leg straight out behind you. Extend your right arm out in front of you. And you can stay here, or you can lift your right foot, left foot off the floor. Taking deep breaths here as you point your left foot. And exhale, release, dropping your hand and knee back down. We'll repeat that on the other side. So extending your right leg out behind you. Extend your left arm out in front of you. And lift your right foot off the floor, pointing your right toes. And take deep breaths. Extending out through your left arm. Activation in your right leg. And exhale, release, dropping your hand and knee back down. From here, moving into extended child's pose. So join your big toes behind you, shift your knees wide apart, and sit back towards your heels as you extend your arms straight out ahead and melt your chest and forehead towards your mat. And take deep breaths here. Take 3 of your deepest breaths. On your inhales, feel the breath rising from the base of your spine towards your upper back. And on your exhales, feel the breath fall from your upper back to the base of your spine. With each inhale, adding a little bit more length. Gently make your way back to tabletop. From tabletop, tucking your toes and keeping a bend into your knees, lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. The first downward dog of class, so being gentle with your body, remaining strong in the shoulders as you pedal your feet to stretch your calves and your hamstrings. Take deep breaths. Gently making baby steps, walk your feet towards your hands at the front of your mat. Keeping your knees bent, fold your upper body over your knees, allowing your belly to rest on your thighs. You can grab opposite elbows and just allow the crown of your head and your elbows to become heavy. Taking deep breaths and gently pressing into your feet, make your way to a standing position. Preparing for the sun salutations. So starting with sun salutation A, standing tall at the front of your mat. Take a deep breath. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down, stepping both your feet back. Lower your knees to your mat and keeping your hips in the air, bend your elbows to lower your chest and chin. Inhale, slide your chest forward, slightly lifting your chest, low cobra. Exhale, move through tabletop, tuck your toes and lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Taking 5 deep breaths here, distributing the weight evenly between your arms and your legs, spreading your fingers on your mat. Deep breathing. Looking between your palms. On an inhale, step both your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms above your head. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath. We'll do the slightly more advanced version of Sun Salutation 8. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms, looking toward your thumbs. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down, stepping both your feet back. Bending your elbows, lowering your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Taking 5 deep breaths here. Remaining strong in the shoulders as you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling. Taking deep breaths. Looking between your palms. Inhale, step your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, raising your arms, joining your palms, looking towards your thumbs. And exhale, release. Take a deep breath. As we move into Sun Salutation B. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down, stepping your feet back. Bending your elbows, lowering your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward between your palms. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. Sink down into your hips and raise your arms, coming into Warrior One. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together to help with your balance. Exhale, release, framing your right foot with your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot. Bending your elbows, lowering your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, lightly between your palms. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. Sink down into your hips and raise your arms, Warrior One. Keep that right leg straight and engaged. Taking deep breaths. Exhale, release, framing your left foot with your palms. Step your left foot back to meet your right foot. Bending your elbows to lower your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. Feeling nice and balanced between the arms and the legs. As you take deep breaths. Inhale, step both your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms. And exhale, release, coming to standing. Take a deep breath. And from here, you can step your feet wide apart on your mat as we move into the standing asanas. Your feet are nice and wide apart with both your feet facing forward. We're going to start with triangle pose. So turn your right foot out 90 degrees. You can keep your right leg straight or have a slight bend into the knee. Raising your arms to shoulder level. Inhale, lean out to your right hand side. And exhale, fold over your right knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle as you raise your left arm towards the sky. You can look towards your left thumb and take deep breaths here, grounding down into both your feet as you reach out through your left fingertips. Take deep breaths. As you inhale, gently come up, turning your right foot in. We'll repeat that on the other side. So turning your left foot out. You can have your left leg straight or have a slight bend into the knee. Raising your arms to shoulder levels, leaning out your left hand side. And exhale, folding over your left knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle. As you raise your right arm towards the sky, you can look towards your right thumb and take deep breaths here, grounding down into both your feet, reaching out through your fingertips. Taking one more deep breath. And inhale, gently come up, turning your left foot in. Moving into side angle pose. So turning your right foot out 90 degrees. Bending into your right knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Placing your right forearm on top of your right knee. As you inhale, raise your left arm over your head and open your chest towards the sky. Grounding down into both your feet, your foundation. Keeping your chest nice and open. Taking deep breaths. And inhale, gently come up, turning your right foot in. We'll repeat that on the other side. So turning your left foot out, bending into your left knee, place your left forearm on top of your left knee. Inhale to raise your right arm over your head and to open your chest towards the sky. Again, grounding down into both your feet as you reach out through your fingertips. Keep your chest nice and open. Taking deep breaths. And inhale, gently come up, turning your left foot in. Take a deep breath. Moving into warrior two pose. So turning your right foot out, bending into your right knee, raising your arms to shoulder level, and turning your head to focus your gaze over your right middle finger. Taking deep breaths as you keep your chest nice and open. Keeping your gaze focused through your right middle finger. And inhale, gently come up, turning your right foot in. Turning your left foot out, 90 degrees. Bending into your left knee. Raising your arms to shoulder level. And turning your head to look over your left middle finger. Grounding down into both of your feet. And reaching out through both sets of fingertips. Taking deep breaths. And inhale, gently come up, turning your left foot in. From here, you can join your feet together on your mat. We'll move into our balancing posture, tree pose. So starting with the left side, grounding down into your left foot, turn your right foot out, and lift that right foot off the floor, placing it as high up your left leg as possible, and pressing that right foot against the inner side of your left thigh. You can have your hands together at heart center, or raise your arms up over your head. And just take deep breaths here. Stacking your rib cage above your pelvis to help keep your balance. Remaining strong in that left leg. And exhale, release. Close your right hip, extend your right leg, and you can drop your arms. We'll repeat that on the other side. So turning your left foot out. Gently, you can lift your left foot, placing it as high up your right leg as possible, and pressing the sole of your left foot against the inner side of your right thigh. You can have your hands at heart center, or raise them over your head. Taking deep breaths. Remaining nice and tall. Feeling a nice sense of balance in your body. And exhale, release, drop your hands, close your left hip, and extend your left leg. From here, you can make your way to the front of your mat as we prepare for Utkatasana, chair pose. On an inhale, bending into your knees and raising your arms above your head. Pressing your knees together and reach out through your fingertips. Taking deep breaths, relaxing your neck. On an inhale, join both your hands together at heart center, remaining in chair pose. From here, twisting out to the right by hooking your left elbow across your right knee. Keeping those knees pressed together. Bring your hands back to center and twist out to the right, the left, by hooking your right elbow across your left knee. Take one more deep breath and exhale, release, coming back to center and folding forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down, stepping your feet back. Bending your elbows to lower your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward facing. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, on an inhale, raise your right foot up behind you, coming into three-legged dog, bending into your right knee, shift your weight into your shoulders and hug that knee towards your chest. From here, as gently as possible, try and place your right foot between your palms. Your right ankle and knee is in line as we move into warrior by sinking into the hips and raising our arms above our head. Keep that left leg straight and engaged. Taking deep breaths here. Exhale, release. Frame your right foot with your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift your left leg straight out behind you, coming into three-legged dog. Bending into your left knee, shift your weight forward into your shoulders and hug your left knee towards your chest. Keep that knee hugged in and gently try and step it between your palms. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. Sinking into your hips. Raise your arms, warrior one. Take deep breaths here. As you exhale, release, framing your left foot with your hands. And from here, making your way to extended child's pose by joining your big toes. Shift your knees wide apart and sit back towards your heels. Extend your arms out ahead, melting your chest and forehead towards your mat. And take long, deep breaths. Take a couple more deep breaths, the longest breaths you've taken of today's class. And gently, you can make your way back to tabletop. We're now going to go into a few hip openers. So firstly, we're going to step our right foot forward between our palms. We're going to move into a lunge. So your right foot is between your palms, your ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is extended straight out behind you with the top of your left foot and your left knee resting on your mat. On an inhale, we're going to sink down into the hips and raise the arms to come into a nice slow lunge. Taking deep breaths here. Feeling a nice release on our hip flexors and our glutes. One more deep breath. And exhale, release. Frame your right foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot, coming back into tabletop. This time, stepping our left foot forward between our palms. Our left ankle and knee is in line. Our right foot is extended straight out behind us with the top of our right foot and our right knee resting on our mat. We're going to sink down into our hips and raise our arms, coming into a low lunge. Trying to square your hips to the front of the room as you reach out through your arms. Take deep breaths into any areas of discomfort. And exhale, release. Frame your left foot and step your left knee back to meet your right knee. Take a deep breath. We'll now move into lizard pose. So stepping your right foot forward outside your right hand at the front of your mat. This is called lizard pose. So from here, there's the option to remain on the palms of your hands, or you can drop your elbows to your mat to deepen the stretch. And just take deep breaths here. Relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your forehead. Take one more deep breath. And inhale, gently come onto the palms of your hands and step your right knee back to meet your left knee. We'll repeat that on the other side. So stepping your left foot forward outside your left hand. Your right leg is extended straight out behind you. You can remain on the palms of your hands, or you can drop your elbows to the floor to deepen the stretch. And just take deep breaths here. Relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your forehead. And deepening with each breath. One more deep breath. And inhale, gently come up and step the left knee back to meet the right knee. We'll now move into the final hip opener of today's class. This is called inverted pigeon. So you can lie back onto your mats. You can have a bend into both your knees. And from here, gently cross your right ankle over your left knee, allowing your right hip to open out. Now you can stay here and just use your right hand to push that right knee away from your body. Or you can thread the needle, threading your hands towards the back of your left leg and pull that leg towards your chest. You feel a nice stretch on your right hip, pressing that right knee away from your body. Taking deep breaths. One more deep breath. And exhale, release. Releasing your right leg. We'll repeat that on the other side. So this time, stepping your left ankle over your right knee, allowing the left hip to open out. You can stay here, pushing that left knee away from your body, or you can thread the needle, threading your hands towards your right hamstring and pulling that right knee towards your body. And just take deep breaths here. The deeper you're breathing, the more your mind and muscles relax, allowing you to deepen into the stretch. One more deep breath. And exhale, release. We're going to go into the final posture of today's class, which is Happy Baby. Just a nice release after all the hip openers. So lifting both your feet off the floor. Draw your knees towards your armpits. You can stay here, or you can grab the outer edge of both your feet, coming into Happy Baby. Drawing your knees towards your armpits. Just take a couple of deep breaths. And exhale, you can release as we move into the closing Shavasana, allowing your feet to draw out to the edge of your mat. As you gently lie back, allow your arms to come away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. If you have tight hamstrings or a tight lower back, you can place a cushion under your knees just to take a little bit of pressure off the low back. You can also grab a blanket. Just to allow your environment to be as nice as possible. I will now guide you through the closing Shavasana. Relax your toes, Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your heels. Relax your calves, the backs of your knees. Relax your hamstrings. Relax your hips, feeling them open out like a book. Relax your fingers. Relax your thumbs. Relax your wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms. Relax your shoulders. Relax the base of your spine and relax each vertebrae, working your way up through your spine, relaxing your upper back, relaxing your neck. Relax the back of your head. Soften the palms of your hands, allowing your palms to face towards the ceiling. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue, allowing your tongue to draw away from the roof of your mouth. Softening your lips, feeling them slightly part. Relax your eyes, feeling your eyes draw towards the back of your head. Relax your eyebrows. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead, clearing the seed of your mind. Relax every single hair on the top of your head. Relax your entire body. Feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Relax, relax, relax. We will now move into silence for the next few minutes, taking this few minutes for yourself to completely switch off, choosing to relax. Just try and observe your breath as it travels through your body. Naturally, your mind will begin to wander. Just be aware of the wandering mind and bring your awareness back to your breath. As we move into silence. Begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggling your fingers. Wiggling your toes. Moving your hands and feet. Gently rock your head from side to side. Resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended. Join your feet together on your mat. Inhaling to raise your arms up over your head. Getting a full body stretch. And exhale, release. Gently bending both your knees and rolling over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand, taking a deep breath here. Inhale, keeping your eyes closed. Gently make your way to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Drawing your hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to reflect on the intention we set at the start of today's class. With that intention in mind, rub your hands together, creating heat, creating energy. Place the palms of your hands over your eyes and blink your eyes open to the darkness of your palms. Draw your hands away from your eyes to the light. Bow your head. Namaste. Thanks very much, everyone. You can take yourselves off mute if you like.